Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today is going to be a new adventure for myself. It's something I've been contemplating for a little while now, been doing some research, reading up on some cultures, and I've decided just to go ahead and do it. So the items came in today and I wanted to give you just a brief overview of what I did to prepare. As you'll see by the title, we are doing a stick and poke tattoo today. This will not be my first tattoo, but it will be my first stick and poke. And I legitimately did nothing to myself to get ready other than I've scrubbed my hands multiple times today. And let me just kind of move on to the next part of your sterilization. Okay, so first things first, please be sure to check out our disclaimer, but I'll go ahead and put it here. I am not a professional, nor is anybody in my family a professional. And we are just doing this based on our own knowledge, experience, things that we've studied. That includes YouTube videos, reading books on old cultures, watching videos about different cultures that still do stick and poke style tattoos. And I just figured maybe it's another way for an outlet for myself to kind of help with the mental health side of things. So, I'm sure there's probably a lot of questions. I know a lot of the videos I saw on YouTube received a lot of hate, especially from those who've had tattoos before, those that are tattoo artists, those that are nurses, and pretty much anybody with any medical expertise. And so that's where I'm going to kind of insert, like, what is my background? I was trained to be a certified nurse's assistant and was going to school for nursing. I decided ultimately that that wasn't the career for me, but I did have to go through bloodborne pathogens and I had to deal with sterilization. We worked with sterilized tools when I worked in the surgical unit. And so I'm pretty good when it comes to making sure that the things around me are clean and sterile before I start any procedure, whether it be my piercings or tattoos. Again, not a professional, never claiming to be a professional. I do not condone you doing this yourself. It is your choice ultimately, and if you make the mistakes, then that is on you. I'm saying that again just because I'm not a professional, and I know that what I do isn't going to be 100% perfect. And honestly, I don't know how far along I'll get. So here we go. Okay, so moving on, I next wiped down my desk with these just Great Value brand disinfectant wipes. They're bleach free, but they're supposed to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria. I then sprayed down my desk with the Clorox. I also wiped down my chair just in case if I went to scoot back, that way it's clean as well. After that, like after I gathered all of my supplies, I went through and I wiped all of them down, including my can, because I will probably be drinking while I'm drinking Monster while I'm tattooing. And even it's been wiped down. My camera stand has been wiped down. My phone's been wiped down. Just, guys, I went through everything. I even sterilized, like, I shouldn't say sterilized because I know it's not 100% sterilized, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I cleaned off even my glasses with the bleach solution. I am not wearing anything because I don't need them for up close, but I did wipe them down. I also got clean paper towels when I washed my hands to dry. I laid a clean paper towel down with my supplies, which you'll see in a little bit. I also, like I said, I've washed all of these supplies, so everything's clean. I've got gloves. I've got extra paper towels. And this bottle here is my antiseptic mixture. I've got some makeup remover pads for cleaning the area. I've got some A&D ointment and then I'll show you guys, let's see here. This is what I came up with to hold my needle and everything. I've got a wooden dowel. It has soaked, even though it's never been used. It was in a package that was enclosed. I did soak the beginning of it in 91% rubbing alcohol, as well as soaking my, it's a pencil grip, but it happens to fit this perfectly, and I think it will help secure down the needle. If not, we'll find out soon enough. And then I did not buy the bag of like 300 tattoo ink caps. Like, I didn't need that. So what I did is I got a lid. I know, not the most sterile, sanitary, whatever. It's been soaking for quite a few hours now in the 91% alcohol, rubbing alcohol. And because I'm doing this tattoo on myself, it's like, if it happens to me, then it's a learning lesson for you. If nothing happens, then yay for me. Okay, and everything I'm touching, my hands have been cleaned, but everything I'm touching has also been wiped down with the bleach. So like all of the bottles and everything. When I got my ink in the package, both my ink and my needles came in the same package from Amazon. I will try to link them down below. I had my husband open up the bag, and then I reached in and fished out the ink, which is Mom's Black Onyx. It's a 2-ounce bottle. I don't know if you can see that with my ring light, guys, sorry. And I pulled this out, I wiped it down with all the bleach stuff, and it's been on my desk. Same thing with the A&D ointment. Opened up the box, reached in for that, wiped it down. I also wiped down the entire bottle of the rubbing alcohol, and I have it on the desk just in case if I need more. I wiped down the cup that I have some rubbing alcohol in, and it's labeled just in case you guys, you know, do not drink, and then on the back it says rubbing alcohol. I think that's probably from my nursing days of making sure people don't like use the wrong thing to say drink or use it the wrong thing to clean. The next thing is these are the needles that I got, and yes, they came in a box of 50, so either I have a huge waste of needles that I'll resell, or I have a lot of fun adventures ahead. The box again has been wiped down. I know that's not quite the same. I will wash my hands again now that I've touched this box. But just to show you guys kind of the setup, this is where we're at. And then inside, all of the needles are actually individually wrapped. And these are 5 round liners. Well, they're more than 5. There's 50 of the number 5 round liners, which means that they have 5 needle points in each tip. If you are going to do a stick and poke, I highly recommend that you just go ahead and buy the real ink, the real needles. You can get them online. It's cheap, and it's so much safer than using regular ink or a needle at home with some thread. I'm not telling anybody to do those. I'm just saying this is a lot better. The thing that I'm looking forward to is learning what it feels like, because I have had traditional machine tattoos by different artists, and some artists I didn't even feel the tattoo, and then some artists I did feel like that cat scratch feeling. So I'm curious to see exactly how this feels and if it's something that I think is worth it or not. If all goes well, maybe we'll be doing some more, maybe one on like my husband or something, or I don't know, something, we'll see. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my needle out of this box now. Just for safety's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and prep 2 of them. I won't open them both, but I will have 2 out in case something goes with the first one, or when you examine the needle, if there is like a bend in it or a loose, if the needles at the top aren't welded well, then I'll just put it aside. But I want to have 2 out just now, just in case. I'll have one unwrapped and the other one will be wrapped until I need it. I am going to go ahead and leave my supplies on my desk just because they have been wiped down. They're not going to be in my area that I'm going to be working in. And I think this is just going to be the way that it works. I do have some tape nearby if I need to. I will also mention that I have a skin condition that when I get scratches, I will actually get welts, and this does happen with tattooing as well. So that's going to determine a lot of how far I get today, or how far I get anytime. And yeah, I think that's just about all as I need to tell you. I do have what I used from my last tattoo, my most recent tattoo at a professional shop. I do have what they recommended on hand, which is to use like the tattoo goo. So it is on hand and ready to go. I didn't mention that these needles are actually good until 2021. They have the lot number on them. They tell you what they were. They tell you that they were sterilized, and like what kind of sterilization they are. This is very important when you're getting needles, guys, to make sure that it is fully sealed and packaged properly. I guess that's not showing you a whole lot of anything. I will try to remember to take pictures and put them in here, maybe at the end, assuming this turns out. So I think at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands, well, reposition the camera, wash my hands, and get into it. I will probably be doing voiceover, so don't expect a whole lot of anything unless if I actually like pop in. All right. Hi guys. Okay, so my first attempt at fixing a tattoo using the stick and poke method appears to have gone very well. So I decided I'm going to double down and I'm going to work on a brand new piece that will probably take some sessions, but that is what I'm going to do. I don't know how far I will get because my husband and my son are home and it's almost dinner time, but we're gonna go for it. I did make some changes to my setup because I found that it was awkward for some of the footage. And so I'm hoping with this one you guys will be able to get a clearer look at it. And my method of using the stick with the pencil grip, oops, with the pencil grip worked very well. I did also type the top of the needle just so that it wasn't like accidentally catching anything. So we're gonna just get right back to it, and I'm gonna try to get you guys in closer so you can see better. Hopefully it works.
We can make a wildfire getaway.